I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, Miles Cunningham in the building. Miles, what's going on, man?
Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Happy Media Monday, everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend, man. What's going on with you, Locario?
I'm chilling, man. Just out here, you know what I'm saying, doing me, loving life, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Making shit happen out here. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady, April AC, in the building. Shout out to Money Mitch, Studio Horror Music, Champ Lee, what's going on? Shout out to Created Fist, what's going on? You got some different ass names up in here because of this ad shit. Shout out to High Profile, Monogamous Player, 360 Leaky Pause, Man with the Cigar was good. Shout out to Box and Plug Dave in the building. What's going on with you? Who else got up in here? Duke Alex Dylan, the Islander. What's going on? Corey 2S was popping. Alexander, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Frankie Shy in the building. J-Bird got game in the building. What's going on? Shout out to you, man. But shout out to everybody in chat. The Rapping Detailer was good. Shout out to you. Phoenix in the building. Martavius in the building. Game Worm, shout out to you. But shout out to everybody, man. So today, guys, the topic we're talking about is let women put in work to attract you. Okay, so we're going to be teaching you guys how to do this, get this shit cracking. So today's going to be some heavy game. You're gonna hear Miles at least once tell me to stop. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know right now. So, so you know, so this is see, guys. Sometimes you got to remind y'all that, you know, if y'all really need to learn this game, you gotta come here. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, it's, listen, all you guys on the internet who, you know, y'all complain about women, you're having issues, you like to go on panels and discuss women, but y'all have no game. A lot of you guys who are sitting here running around talking about modern women and whatever the fuck it is, right? Understand that if you don't have this game, right, you are going to have a hard time out here in these streets. And if you really want this game, you got to come to the niggas who got game. It's just really that simple. It's really that simple. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But before we get into all that, make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. You feel me?
Do it.
Make sure you guys do that.
Just do it.
Go to CunninghamElements.com. Get the Masculine Identity Soap. Get the Parfum. Get the Shea Butter. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get all of that. Go to
Soap.
Exactly. Get the soap, people. Get the soap. You feel what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you guys get that soap because that soap is fire. You feel what I'm saying? That shit is fire. And also make sure that you guys let's go to here real quick.
Shea butter.
Go to shoplocario.com. Get the online dating consultation with myself in April. Make sure you guys go get the online dating consultation so you can step up your online dating game. Shit is fire. Also, go get the massive game collection, 24 products in one low price. And also make sure that you guys go get master the vetting process. Make sure you guys do that and get that cracking all at shoplocario.com and all the other, books, audios, and all that other stuff. Go to shoplocario.com and get that shit right the fuck now. And also make sure that you guys go to patreon.com for the Bad Boy Show. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario to get on that Bad Boy Show. We do current events topics every week, and we spit some heavy game, a lot of shit that we can't say on YouTube. So you can go to patreon.com and we give y'all some heavy game on Patreon. So patreon.com/Mr. Locario, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Make sure you guys do that and get that cracking.
That's a good looking banner right there. I like that banner.
It's fire. You know what I'm saying? And also, go to masculineidentitymembership.com and get proposal miles. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit.
Yeah, we got one coming up tonight, man. Just follow us. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Get on any one of the tiers. Any one of the tiers that gets you the link to the Zoom calls every Monday night, 11 p.m. Eastern time. I will be sending out the topic a little bit later, so just stay tuned. If you're already a member, I'll be sending out a topic soon, and I'll be sending out the link tonight. And we're gonna go over our wins, lessons, and experiences, and it's gonna be fire. So let's do it, man. And man, let's get it.
Yeah, let's go. And also make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Right now on the badboymembership.com, we have Master Sexual Conversations, 5 ways to get comfortable talking to women sexually. Make sure you guys check it out. And last month we had 5 advanced ways to build sexual tension, all on the Bad Boy membership. Also, you can get how to attract women who will give you gifts and money on the Bad Boy membership. How to train yourself in 90 days to attract and maintain hot women on the Bad Boy membership. 7 ways you'll consistently stay on a woman's mind on the Bad Boy membership. 10 ways to get women to prove they're interested in you on the Bad Boy membership. How to sleep with women in less than an hour on the listen, guys, we got all the shit on the Bad Boy membership. And you guys are slipping and sliding out here in this game. So make sure you guys get on the Bad Boy membership so that you guys can step up your game and get shit cracking. You feel me? So guys, call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. This is Media Mondays. And remember, guys, you can promote your shit, man. What's up with all the artists? I thought the artist was coming through with the music. I thought y'all was really serious about this music shit, man. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to come with the music. I know some of y'all be doing some projects on the side. I know some of y'all got YouTube channels. I know some of y'all got, things going on. Promote your shit on Media Mondays. You feel what I'm saying? So we got this here for y'all. You feel me? So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. You feel me? So, and also if you have a question, call in. $5 or more per question, $10 or more per story. And remember, in 2026, it's going up to $10 a question. So just want to remind you guys that, in a few months, it's going to be $10 per question. So we're just letting you know now. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Miles, I cut out for a second, but he gonna come back in a second. But yeah, make sure you guys understand it now. Today's topic. Let's get into today's topic.
Yo, I think StreamYard kicks me out once a show on purpose. I don't know what the fuck I really don't know what the fuck is going on.
They just be playing games. They're like this.
Like seriously, like even when I record, even when we're not live and I start recording, it kicks me out.
Oh, word? That's crazy.
It is weird, bro. StreamYard, get your shit together, man. Send an update and fix that.
Right. That's just crazy.
Looking like I'm zagging, nigga. That's crazy.
Yo. So today, guys, we're talking about, let women put in work to attract you. Right now, this is some advanced game because you got to understand most guys, who are going to hear this, or most guys that out here are not going to be able to comprehend what we're about to say. But this is why you're here, because the audience we have are intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Most of these niggas, but we're gonna go into this. So we're talking about let women put in the work to attract you. So what you got to understand is most guys are putting in a lot of work to try to get the woman, try to attract the woman, meaning they're like, well, I want her to like me. So I'm going to, take her out on 3 dates. I'm going to wine and dine her. I'm going to court her. I'm going to love bomb her. I'm going to, talk to her on the phone and get to know her. I'm going to meet her halfway. I'm going to be romantic, even though I just met this girl last Tuesday. I'm going to, put out all the stops. I'm going to do everything for this woman who I think is hot in order for me to get access to her sexually, date her, or maybe make her my girlfriend one day, right? And so that's what the average guy does. Now, when you have game, what you do is you let women put in work to attract you, meaning that you are in a situation where the woman realizes that in order to get you, in order to keep you interested, in order to get your dick, she's going to have to put in some work, right? And so we're going to talk about these 4 steps that you got to do. And we're going to talk about how this can actually work for you guys out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? Thanks. So let's jump into this. And this is actually has to go in order. Okay. This everything we're talking about has to go in order, right? So we're going to do 1 through 4 and then we're going to break it down. So first thing you got to do when it comes to letting women put in work to attract you, right, is you have to find women who have high interest. That is mandatory. None of what I'm talking about is going to work if you're dealing with women who don't have high interest. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to work. So what happens is the reason why the woman has to have high interest is because she has to see it being worth the work that she's going to have to put in. Fact. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman doesn't have high interest in you, she's always going to expect you to put in work for her because she feels like she's doing you a favor. She's like, this motherfucker, he's all right, whatever, but you got to do this, you got to cash at me to get my hair and nails done. You got to do this, you got to do that. So whenever a woman is not highly interested in you, she's looking at you like she's doing you a favor. Right? When women have high interest in you, right? They're looking at you like, damn, this guy, he's so awesome. I want to be in the situation with him. I hope he chooses me out of all the other girls. I wish that I could be with this guy. So the woman has to have high interest in you. Like she has to really be fucking with you. Now you're probably like, Locario, well, how do I know she has high interest? So the main thing is cooperation and consistent cooperation. The woman from the jump is cooperating from the point where you say hi. Not even as soon as you're about to open your mouth to say hi. You haven't even said hi yet. As soon as you start walking over to approach her and she sees you coming, she's already ready. She's already invested. She's anticipating. She's excited. She's like all about it now. You feel what I'm saying? That woman has high interest, and these are the women that you're supposed to be paying attention to and interacting with. But Miles, what's your thoughts on that? Okay, before you go to that.
No, that is of the utmost importance. And this is why you guys, either you need to get coaching or you need to practice or you need to do both.
Right.
Because I think the issue for a lot of dudes that are not actually gamed up is that they have trouble pinpointing the women that actually have high interest.
Right. Exactly.
And because how many times have we heard a guy call in and he's like, yo, so she was rubbing her ass up against me by the bar, or we were dancing together and she was all up on me and she was doing this and she was doing that. So, I thought she had high interest.
Right.
And it's like, but did you tell her to do anything?
Exactly.
Did you give her any instruction?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, did you tell her what you wanted to do and then she complied?
Right.
What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? And then he started doing this.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so a lot of guys think just like them idiots that wait for choosing signals.
Mm-hmm.
They think that just because a girl looked at them twice.
Right.
I tell you guys all the time, because I wear glasses a lot of places that I go to.
Mm.
and I wear glasses indoor. Everybody does a double take because mentally, when you see somebody in sunglasses, especially indoors or in situation where there's no sunlight,
right?
People always think celebrity initially or someone important initially. It's kind of like a person with a clipboard.
Yo, that's a fact. You know, it's funny. The other day, me and April went to go eat in Manhattan, and we saw was it Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live?
Okay.
Yeah, he was there. And it was funny when he was leaving, he put on his glasses, like he was inside with the glasses on. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, "Who that?" And he was like looking at him like,
exactly, exactly. And so, and a lot of times, like I don't think nothing of it because I already understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I wasn't waiting for choosing signals any fucking way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So again, it don't mean nothing just because somebody gives you a double take.
Right.
It really means absolutely nothing. Like how a lot of these cats be looking at videos of guys who are 6 feet 8 inches tall.
Right.
And thinking and this guy is in the middle of a venue with cameras and lights on him.
Right.
And because they see the women coming up to him and asking him questions, they think that those women are exhibiting high interest.
Right.
There's a lot of things that you guys get wrong. You have no fucking idea. Respectfully, you have no fucking idea what high interest actually means. Right. So many of you. I'm saying you still need to get coaching.
Right.
You still need to get coaching because you don't understand what it actually means when a woman is interested in you.
Right. Exactly.
Because you still haven't truly experienced it yet. You still never experienced a woman like you niggas is still on dating apps trying to meet a bitch halfway because she lives an hour away or something.
Right.
Never fully experienced a woman driving 2 hours in the middle of the night just to be with you for 20 minutes. Never experienced that. Never experienced a woman, getting you a blowjob in the club or inside the restaurant or inside the bar.
Right.
Never experienced any of that shit. And so and these women know that and they play on this.
Right.
You understand? They flirt with you. They play with their hair. They stare you in your eye. They maybe might rub on you or something. Make you feel good, stroke your ego. And then you sitting there thinking, ooh, she's highly interested.
Right.
So much so that when you tell her, all right, let's go back to my crib and smash. And then she says, no, I think we should wait. You actually listen to her and believe her. Yeah, maybe we should wait because I know you have high interest in me because you were rubbing up against me 5 minutes ago.
Right.
So if she was rubbing up against you 5 minutes ago, but then you say, yo, let's go back to the crib and smash. And she's telling you, nah, let's wait. Or nah, I don't think so. But you still think she has high interest.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So again, you guys need practice and coaching. You can know how to actually pinpoint and see when a woman is really and not only to see, but how to behave to elicit high interest from a woman. Because that's another thing too. A lot of you cats don't know how to behave.
Right.
To force a woman to show you whether or not the interest is high, because so many of you are afraid to find out the true answer.
Right. And this is why we got this program right here, 10 ways to get women to prove they're interested in you. You feel what I'm saying? That's a fact. And it's, Miles, you said something really, really important. That's so true, is that a lot of guys don't know how to recognize high interest. And this is why you guys got to get coaching, because a lot of y'all get fooled. Y'all think that high interest is the fact that a woman is just giving you any attention at this moment. No, it's that it has to be consistent cooperation, which means you have to give her instruction and she has to follow your lead consistently, 100% with no wavering. You understand? Yeah. That's high interest. So if you meet a woman, if you approach a woman and you talk to her, right? And you say, hey, what's up? And you say, my name is Locario. What's your name? She's like, why you want to know my name? That's already, she's done. That's not, you see what I'm saying? A woman who has high interest is not going to freaking act like that when you say, what's your name? She's going to tell you her name because she's answering your question.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's little shit like that. Just like you said, a chick is just randomly rubbing up on a dude on the dance floor, or she's smiling at him so he thinks, oh, she got high interest. No, she's doing something on her own. You didn't tell her to rub up on you. You didn't tell her to smile at you. You see what I'm saying? So you have no idea what the fuck is going on in this woman's mind. So what happens is that you need to make sure that the woman is following your lead and being consistent with that. And that's the thing that shows that she has that high interest. So that's the first step. You got to make sure that the woman you're talking to, interacting with, has high interest in you. Now, this is the second step. This is the second step to make the woman put in work to attract you. The second step is that you have to make sure that you let the women come to you. Okay? Let the women come to you. Now, what does that mean, let the women come to you?
Come to butt head.
Exactly. They don't know about that. So when we say let the woman come to you, what that means is that when you are setting up a time for you guys to actually get together. So let's say you meet a girl in the street, y'all exchange information or whatever, right? And letting her come to you is you basically setting up something for where she has to meet you where you're at. So, for example, if you're telling a girl, we're going to go get some drinks, you say, hey, come to this spot. So wherever that spot is that you're telling her to come to, she's coming there based on your request. You say, hey, meet me at the Main Street Bar. She comes through to the Main Street Bar, right? I usually tell you guys, let a woman come to your neighborhood, right? Where you're at, go to the local places you like to go to and have her meet there. So that means that you do not meet a woman halfway, or you do not go to where she's at. And this is the thing. When you tell her to meet you where you want her to meet you, guess what? She has to do it without any wavering, right? This is showing more of the high interest. Understand, everything we're talking about is her showing high interest, which means consistent cooperation. So when I tell a woman to meet me at the Main Street Bar, there shouldn't be no, oh, but that's kind of far. Can we meet halfway? Nope. That's not high interest. That's not consistent cooperation, right? So the woman has to meet you where you're at. Now, this is her putting in the work to attract you. Remember, if she has high interest, she wants you to like her. You understand? She wants to be in your presence. She wants to be a part of your program. So what's going to happen is that this is a test to see if this woman is actually going to follow through, which is also going to show you the fact that she has that high interest, right? And this is her putting in the work to actually come see you, right? So whether you tell her, hey, come meet me at this bar, or sometimes you might just tell the chick, come straight to the crib or whatever it is, but it's her coming to where you're at, not you going to where she's at or you going halfway. You know what I'm saying? Well, Miles, what you thoughts on this shit though?
Yeah, I mean, I touched on it. A little bit earlier too, but definitely. A woman has. Look, guys, you have to understand the power and the value of your masculinity and your masculine identity. Like at some point, we're gonna have to figure this out. You understand? Shout out to K Zagan in the chat. He says, at the return to manhood, he says they think that halfway meeting is the compromise that men are supposed to do. However, if you're meeting her halfway, at what point does she fully submit? Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's a fact.
And that's a part of what I was alluding to, because you understanding your value means they have to come to you.
Exactly.
And like K Zagan said, that is a part of the submission. And look, man, any deviation from the plan is insubordination, pretty much.
Basically.
A lack of submission. It's a lack. Look, and this is why there's no such thing as partnership, because partnership means that the relationship could go either way.
Right. Exactly.
There's no either way. Think about it like this. Think about a husband talking to his wife. Like, hey, honey, what do you want to have for dinner? And she goes, well, we could have barbecue or we could have burgers. And then the man goes, well, either way is good for me, hun.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't work. I know everybody thinks of a utopia and yes, equality and rainbows and sunshine and all that other, dumb shit. But somebody has to make a choice. And usually that's the man. You know why? Because a woman she's allergic to accountability.
Right.
And here's the thing. Women are not allergic to accountability because they're horrible people or horrible human beings. Women are allergic to accountability because it is not in their nature to be responsible for anything.
Right.
It is a woman's nature to enhance whatever she is given.
Mm-hmm.
It is a woman's nature to reflect whatever she's been given.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, a woman is literally just waiting to be given something.
Exactly.
Whether it's dick, money, attitude, knowledge, ideas, words, action. A woman is waiting to receive. That is her nature. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
In matter of fact, that's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it beautiful, and that's why I keep telling you guys: a man is the closest thing to God, and a woman is an accessory to a man. You see, like how I put on this beaded bracelet,
right?
And it enhances my look on the camera. So when I'm talking with my hands, you see the beads moving and shit.
Right.
That's what a woman is.
That's why niggas love to see receipts so much, because they're like, oh, I want to see what chicks you fucking with. Because, but you see what I'm saying? They don't even realize why they even thinking that way.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that's why she needs to come to where I'm at. She needs to submit to me, because when when I put the bracelet, if I took the bracelet off and just sit it on the counter, you could look at it on the counter, but it don't look as good on the counter. It looks really good on my wrist.
Right.
So when I put it on, it makes the outfit work. But if I put it on, when I leave it on the counter, it takes away from the value of the bracelet, the beaded bracelet, and it reduces the enhancement of my overall look. You understand? But when I put it on, I've just elevated the value of the bracelet and the value of my overall look.
Right.
That's what a woman is. She is an enhancement to everything that a man is and does.
Right.
This is why you got to pick the right one. And this is why you got to pick the ones that will come to where you are.
Exactly.
Not the other way around.
And also remember, when a woman is coming to you, that's her investing time and energy to come to you, which means her putting in the work.
Yep.
So what you guys got to understand about women being attracted to a man is that what makes her even more attracted is the fact that she's actually investing in the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, what you do is that y'all make shit super easy for women. Oh, I'll come pick you up. I'll take you out to dinner. I'm going to pay for everything at the dinner, even though it's $300, $400. I'm going to, talk to you on the phone and make you comfortable. Like, you're doing all this shit to make shit all cushy and comfortable for the woman. Oh, let me open your door. Let me put my jacket on the floor so you can walk over it and all this other goofy shit. So what happens is that the woman is she's not doing anything but you see what I'm saying? And then you wonder why she just treats you like shit. You see what I'm saying? What happens is this, when the woman has high interest in you and then you tell her to meet you where you're at, tell her to come to see you, and she actually gets dressed, looks all pretty and shit, and comes all the way to see you. You understand what I'm saying? That's her investing time and energy to make shit happen for you in that situation, right? Of course, she's doing it for herself because she wants the benefit of fucking with you. But what I'm saying is that she's going out there and coming to see you, right? So that she can actually benefit off the man that you are. Now, this is the thing. You might be saying, but Locario, what if I tell this girl to come see me or come meet me, and she says, but, oh, can we meet in the middle? Or, oh, that's kind of far. Can we blah, 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 right? All you do is you say, no. No. Now, understand this. That right there is already a red flag when she's resisting what you're saying. That's already showing you that at that moment, and this is the part that guys don't like, because they like, but Locario, man, come on, bro. Like, why though? Why you gotta be like this, man? See, this is the part that they don't like. As soon as she says anything besides, I'm on my way, I'll see you soon, can't wait to, if she's saying anything besides that, meaning if she starts saying, oh, can we meet halfway? Oh, that's too far. Oh, blah, 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 right? As soon as she says that, that is her showing you she doesn't have high interest. You understand what I'm saying? That is her showing you that she is not really interested in you like you thought. So now at this point, you have a choice to make. You can either charge her to the game, keep it moving, and find another woman who's going to cooperate, or what the average guy would do is he'll still try to make shit work with this woman. Right now, if you want to do that, that's up to you. But understand that when you do that, you are choosing to not let her work to attract you.
Right.
You understand? Now you start to work to attract her. As soon as she says, oh, it's too far, I don't want to, and then you're like, all right, so how about we do such as, and you switch the plan up and you do, now you're working to attract her.
Right.
It's a wrap.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I saw this video, I can't remember who the motherfucker was. Damn, let me see if I can find this fucking video. But anyway, it was a baseball player. I can't remember, this white dude. And he threw the ball. He saw this girl in like the stands or whatever in the baseball stands.
Uh-huh.
And he threw the ball to her and he wrote his number down on the ball and said, call me.
Right.
So then she took the ball and wrote down her number and threw it back to him. So she took the ball, wrote her number down, and then wrote, no, you call me. Now, mind you, this nigga's a rich baseball player.
Number one, the baseball is a fucking collector's item.
Right, exactly, right.
Why would you think of throwing it back at all?
Right. And then she says, no, you call me. And the nigga fucking did, and now they're married or some shit or whatever.
What?
I think that's his wife now.
Yo. Delete that nigga. You can't even remember his name because I don't want to know him. I don't want to know his name.
Bro, I was like, yo, that shit is crazy, bro.
Bro.
It's crazy. I was like, dude, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nigga, you understand what I'm saying? I was like, how the fuck you send a chick telling her to call you, and then this motherfucking chick says, no, you call me, and he does it. I said, his marriage is fucked. I'm like, he's fucked. You understand what I'm saying? But again, these dudes don't know nothing about letting a woman work for them. So now let's move on to step 3. So step 1 is find a woman who has high interest. Step 2, let her come to you. Now, step 3. So now step 3 is this. With step 3, what you got to understand is that you have to create a routine and be consistent. Yeah. Create a routine and be consistent. And I talk about this in Master the Vetting Process, how to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. So make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com and get this program so you know how to do this. But what you need to do is you need to create a routine and be consistent. Now, what happens is that within this routine, right, what you're doing is that you are teaching her the flow and the rhythm of the interactions that you have. Right? For example, let's say, step 2, you told her, hey, let's meet at this Main Street bar. You get to the bar, you have a few drinks or whatever, or a drink. And then let's say, for example, you smash that night, right? Mm-hmm. Then what's going to happen is that you hit her up, let's say next week, you say, hey, come to my place, Friday evening. And she's like, okay, cool. Sounds good. She comes to your place, y'all hook up, and then you send her on her way. Right. Then you hit her up, let's say the next week. You say, hey, come back to my place. And then y'all hook up, and then you send her on her way. Then you hit her up maybe a week and a half later. Hey, come by to my place. Y'all hook up, you send her on her way. So now the flow and the routine is she comes through to your place, y'all hook up, and then you send her on her way. Right? So you're creating a routine and it's consistent. Now, what happens is that she's putting in that work because 1, she's listening to what you're saying and she's following your lead each time, doing it without complaining, and she's coming to see you. Mm-hmm. So all you're doing is replicating the idea of her coming to you over and over and over and over again.
Okay. All right, Locario.
This the part where I stop.
Yeah, because You really got to go get the master the vetting process, program for the rest of it. Like, seriously.
That's a fact. So, guys, go to shoplocario.com. Get this shit cracking. Get this shit cracking.
Get it cracking.
Go to shoplocario.com. Get that shit going. So yeah, that's what it is. So you got to create that routine so that there's the consistency there. And then what you're doing is you're teaching
exactly
woman how to be with you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's showing her that she has to put in effort. See, guys, you understand, most women don't put in effort. You understand what I'm saying? Dealing with men, or I should say males, right? Because the males are the ones that just like let them do whatever, right? When you're a man, what you're showing her is that there is work to be done to be here, because the value here is so immense that you can't get this value for free.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, kids. They said as much game as you give away, they're still gonna fuck it up. That's a fact. And that's why I need to get coaching.
Yo, you ever seen that dude on Instagram where he be showing you how to cook and he yells at the screen? He's like, "Don't fuck it up." Like,
right, exactly. That's y'all niggas like don't fuck it up, man.
Don't fuck it up.
It up. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Man, do not fuck it up. So now this is the last step. This is the last step.
and you know what else too, real quick? Other program you got on the Bad Boy membership called How to Design Your Program.
Right, exactly.
Right? Because a lot of cats, they have no idea. They have no idea how to design and be the architect of their own fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And this is a big part of the reason why you can't keep no bitch. That's a part of the reason. You know, they talk about your catch hand and your keep hand.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what pimps be talking about, right? You got your catch and your keep.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of you don't have a good keep hand. Why? Because you don't have no consistency. You don't have no schedule. You don't have anything designed.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is all over the place. Just like what? A bitch.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Your life is all over the place. Going back to what I said before, the husband talking to his wife. Oh, well, it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
No, it can't.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they seek us out, because they're looking for someone to make fucking decisions.
Right.
Why the fuck you think women respect their boss just because he pays them? Because remember, we're of the digital panhandling age. Bitches get money just by asking for it online.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So the women that have jobs, you think they respect their boss just because the boss gives them a paycheck? No, a bitch respects her boss because he has her on a consistent schedule.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So the boss knows what time she's coming in, what day she's working, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that consistency is what she's able to thrive on and trust,
right,
and believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And literally set her clock and her schedule to it.
Right.
You understand? So this is why you guys got to go to Bad Boy membership, get the program, how to design your program, and then get the other program, how to master the vetting process. It's highly, highly important, guys.
Exactly.
Because a lot of you niggas, your life is in disarray, just like the average bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the average female.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'm a walk a bitch back to her car type of nigga.
Right.
And the chick where you walk them back to the car and she's already giving you the speech like, oh, don't judge me because of how messy my car is.
Mm-hmm.
Those be the chicks that I'm glad it didn't work out.
Right.
Because I know if your car looked like this, then what else in your life is in disarray?
Mm-hmm. You
understand? And then I'm thinking her pussy must be in disarray.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So again, a big part of this is that it's all about structure. But again, guys, a woman only reflects.
Mm-hmm.
A woman only enhances.
Right.
So you got to look at yourself, bro. This is why I don't, like I'm when we look at this game shit, and this is why like Red Pill and MGTOW and all them other niggas. This is why, okay, there's decent information in what they talk about in general,
right?
But so much is lacking from their information and from their philosophies because they still blame women for shit.
Exactly.
The fuck you blaming a woman for when all she is a mirror, and she's a mirror with a filter. That's all she is. She reflects and enhances. That's it.
Right.
So anything wrong with a woman, look at yourself first.
Right.
You understand? So if you, damn, this bitch is all over the place. Look at your life. My shit all over the place. More than likely it is, my nigga.
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, it's so crazy.
Right. Now that's real talk. That's real talk. And so the guys, you got to understand how deep this game is, because a lot of times, like you're saying, Miles, dudes will be all over the place with the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to KZ. He said it's actually a great point. Miles, for many women, their career is the only structure they've ever known, which is why they thrive. That's the fact. That's real talk. Some real shit. That's some real fucking shit.
And then they start to admire their boss. You understand? They start to, oh yeah, my boss. And they also admire their pastor.
Right.
And it leads us back to the whole women. Oh, women. Oh, I love a man in uniform. It's not about the uniform. It's about what it represents. It represents consistency.
Right.
Structure. Like a regimen, a foundation, something that she can trust. This is what these things are all about.
Right.
You understand? And this is why, look, we talk about looks and these niggas want to gym Mac to have a six pack. Okay. It's cool to have a six pack. But if you don't have the actual discipline and structure in your life to back it up, she still won't find you attractive beyond looking at your six pack.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you look at a guy like me and you be like, damn, how does Miles get bitches and he don't have a six pack? That's because I have structure in other ways.
See, you see that? Hold on, wait. That flew over their head. That was too much. Hold on. We gotta back it up a little bit. We gotta back it up a little. You gotta say that again. You gotta say that again. Go back.
So I'm saying a lot of you guys might look at a dude like me and be like, how the fuck Miles get bitches when he don't have a six pack? And I'm saying the six pack is only the tip of the iceberg. The woman admires the six pack, not just because it's a six pack, but because it represents consistency. And what I'm saying is, even though I don't have a six pack, I represent consistency in other aspects of my life. So a woman will still fall in love and be enthralled.
Right.
And be hooked on me. Because she gets a consistent high from being with me.
Exactly.
So again, when we tell you that it's not all about your looks and all of this, it's because you need to develop all of that shit in other aspects of your life. And you can't.
Right.
You can't, because you're hiding behind how much time you spend in the fucking gym. So you're all about the gym, but your fucking bed isn't made. You're all about the gym, but you got dirty dishes piled up in the sink. So you're all about the gym, but you can't balance your fucking checkbook, and you be late on your bills, and you don't know how to manage your money. All about the gym, but you don't know how to dress. You all about the gym, but you never read a book in your fucking life.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, balance. You see what I'm saying? Be able to show consistency in different aspects.
Right. Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk. Guys, listen, man, you're getting too much game today. You're getting too much fucking game today. Now I'm kind of like, I feel like how Miles you be feeling. You be like, you be tight and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting some heavy game today. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys, I'm telling you, this is why you guys need to fucking get coaching. This is why you guys need to call up. You understand what I'm saying? So that you guys can really get this shit cracking. So now, it's more.
Wait. I just came across this picture. You remember this picture?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Hold on, let me blow this up real quick. Hold on.
You see the caption? It says that one time Beyonce wasn't the first person I noticed.
Exactly, that's a fact. No talk.
Yeah, crazy.
And it's funny because I saw that picture multiple times and I still forgot Beyonce's in the picture. You know.
You straight forget Beyonce's in the fucking picture. You like, God damn, shorty in the blue though. Yo, I like that picture. That picture's dope. Matter of fact, let me save that shit real quick.
That's crazy. So guys, let's move on. We're gonna move on to the last step 4. So remember, step 1, find the woman who have high interest. Step 2, have the woman come to you. Step 3, make sure that you're creating that routine and consistency. Now, step 4, this is very important because this is the type of shit that's gonna happen. Step 4 is you have to fall back when she starts being inconsistent. Okay? Let's break it down. See, this is one of them things where, you know, we got to talk about this, even though this is a lot of game for y'all to handle at this point. Okay, so what's going to happen is this, right? What you guys don't understand is that a lot of guys think when you have game, right, that you know, everything is gonna just be easy. Right now, this is the crazy part that guys don't understand. When you have game and you're this on point dude and you're attractive, what happens is that when you're attractive, you're consistent, you're on point, all these things, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens is women get comfortable in the consistency. They get comfortable in the fact that you're the guy. So it's like they basically kick their feet up and say, "Oh, I can rest in my femininity because he's the man. He got it handled. Like I feel comfortable, safe, and secure with this motherfucker.
He got it covered."
Exactly. He got it all. He's got it all covered. Now, this is what happens though. When chicks get comfortable, they start fucking up. Right? Meaning that they start becoming inconsistent because they think that the consistency is going to always be there because they're comfortable in the consistency.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is that a woman forgets sometimes, or she starts to just ignore the fact that she has to always put in work. Right. So I'll give you a perfect example. There was a chick that was my fuck buddy. Right. And basically what happened was we created that routine where, you know, she'd come through, we'd hook up and all this other stuff. Right.
Right.
And then every time, like, either I would hit her up and then she would respond to me and then I set up a time we'll hook up, or she'd randomly hit me up and then I set up a time for the next time we'll hook up, right? So basically, the consistency was she'd come over, we hook up, and then it was a thing where when we would text, it would always be a response text right back and forth to each other, right? So one day I said, "Hey, let's meet up, you know, next week this day." She said, "Cool, sounds good," right? So the day came when we were supposed to meet up to hook up. So then I said to her, I was like, "Hey, we still on for later on today?" So then she texts me back and she's like, "Oh, hey, you know, I'm actually like hanging out with my girlfriends. Is it possible that we can do another day?" Right? So now what happened was when she sent that text, I didn't respond. I left her on red, right? Now, the reason why I left her on red was because since she was being inconsistent, right, I'm mirroring inconsistency back to her, to which is to let her know, like, "Hey, look, you might get fired. Like this might be done." You understand? So now I left her on red, and within 45 minutes, she hit me back. And she didn't, and the text that she said is, "Hey, are you still free? I want to come over." Right? So what happened was when I didn't text her back, she started to think, "Oh shit, I could lose this situation because I'm fucking up and being inconsistent." But her being inconsistent was because she was so comfortable in the consistent situation.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So now what happened was that when she, you know, she said, "Oh, can I, you know, are you still free? Can I come over? Blah, blah, blah." So I said, "Yeah, come through." So when she came through, I told her, I said, "Listen, if this ever happens again, I can't see you no more." Like I told her that. I was like, "This is done." Right? She's like, "Okay, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah." You understand what I'm saying? So So the thing is this: when we talk about a woman putting in work, understand that on all aspects, you have to get her to understand that in order for her to keep her spot, work always has to put in, meaning work never ends.
Never, ever.
Ever ends.
Ever. God damn, ever.
This is the thing. And it's the thing. What happens is that when you're so consistent, remember, chicks are going to get, this is why, for example, when a woman is married to a man and, you know, she stops fucking him or they having issues in the relationship and so forth and so on, it's because she's very comfortable in the consistency that is her situation. Well, I got a roof over my head. My husband's paying the bills. This, you know, I got this happening, that happening. So she feels so comfortable because she's like, well, whatever I have right now is going to be here tomorrow. Yeah. And on top of that, I'm just like, I don't really got to do anything because I'm just existing. You see what I'm saying? And so that could have been the situation that she had with her man from the beginning. Her man, when she first met her man was whining and dining her, rolling out the red carpet, doing everything for her, wifed her up, gave, you know, fucking got her pregnant, did all this other stuff. And so the whole time she's been with this man, she's been super comfortable putting her feet up. She didn't have to do any work to earn her spot. You know what I'm saying? But the consistency, what happens is that it makes her very, very fucking comfortable. And then that causes her to act out and be on some dumb shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now, this is why you have to be so on point, because you want her to understand that she has to, because remember, she had to, if you are on point and you have game, she put in work since the day y'all met. Because remember, you told her, you got to come meet me. You where I am. You got to listen to what I'm saying. You got to keep, you see what I'm saying? You got to keep doing these things to put in work to stay here. This ain't a free ride. So now what happens is that when she gets so comfortable in the consistency, because consistency sometimes brings comfortability. And I remember a friend of mine at a job I had when I was young, and I never forgot when he said this. This should change my fucking life. This one phrase, he said, comfortability is dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? And now understand, it's dangerous for you and her to get comfortable, because sometimes as a man, you get comfortable in your consistency and then you forget that you have to put in work as a man.
Facts.
You forget that you're on all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Because you get comfortable, you sit back and you're like, well, she's my partner and we're just equal and we can do, you know, no, you get comfortable in this thing where you think you have to stop doing work. No, you have to continue to do work because she has to continue to do work. You understand what I'm saying? And so the problem is that a lot of guys, unfortunately, they'll get comfortable and then that's dangerous, because then what happens is they're not staying on top of this situation, on top of the program to make sure that the woman is putting in the work. And also what happens is when the woman gets comfortable, she feels like she doesn't have to put in any work, or she probably wasn't doing any work in the first place. And so shit goes haywire. And this is why you got to make sure that you are being consistent and on point, because it has to make sense to the woman why you would get rid of her. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, when I was with this fuck buddy situation, when she was like, "Oh, can we do it another day?" Right? She was so comfortable because she thought everything was all good. She thought that like I cared about her like that, so that my feelings would just be like, "Yeah, it's okay. Like we can meet up. It's fine. We've been seeing each other." No, every time we see each other is a new fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? Every situation is its unique situation, right? So what happened is that she got so comfortable that she thought it was okay to not follow through on what we said we was going to do, on what I said we was going to make happen. Now, when she realized that it wasn't okay, that's why she immediately hit me back. After she was like, oh shit, she probably looked at her phone like, this nigga ain't texting me back. Because remember,
oh my God, he didn't text me back.
Remember, we always text each other back like that quickly.
Yeah,
so 45 minutes passed and she's like, oh shit. So now she's like, oh shit, I gotta call him back. And this is the funny part. When she hit me back, she went directly into hey, are you still free? Can I come see you? Because she knew she fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So what happened is my silence spoke volumes. My silence was, you're fucking up.
Spoke loud as fuck.
You see what I'm saying? And so what happened is that's why when she responded, her response was an admittance of her knowing she fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So then when she came to reiterate, like, hey, listen, that shit that happened can't happen again. And check this out. If if she does make it happen again, or let's say, she was like, oh, let me do this type of shit again. She realizes that means that she could get fired. Woo. So that's her choosing to get fired. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm telling you guys, because a lot of that you guys ask me. So Locario Miles, how do I know when to charge women to the game? See, when to charge women to the game when you have a program that she's supposed to follow. And when she's not following it, guess what? You charge it to the fucking game. That's it. See what I'm saying?
That's why I said earlier, like, a lot of you dudes, you don't have no fucking program. You got to learn how to design your shit.
Right.
You don't have no program. Your life. See, the problem with so many average dudes with no masculine identity and no game, they are looking for a woman to come in to make their lives complete.
Right.
They're looking for a woman, bro.
I'm done. We're done. That's it.
The average dude is looking for a woman to come in to fix his life.
Right.
To make his life more organized.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a fucking mistake. And guys, this is why she has to come meet you where you're at.
Right.
This is why she may have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to come see you.
Mm-hmm.
And still got to get back on the road when the date is over.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because you think this quality of consistency is easy?
Right. Exactly. It's crazy.
Let me. I'm gonna pull a K Zaggett. Let me. To K Zaggett at the Return of Manhood. Go check out his channel. But check this out, guys. I want you to understand the power of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just observational game. I ain't even giving y'all nothing about what we do on the memberships and nothing like that.
Right.
But think about a place like McDonald's. Think about when you go to any one of these like major theme parks like Disney World or any of them places. Think about when you go to like a cruise. Think about when you go to a really nice resort or hotel.
Right.
Where the beds are made like clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
You step into the hotel lobby and it smells a certain way. You step into the lobby and there's someone there to greet you immediately, and you get checked in and they give you your keys, and then automatically there's a fucking concierge guy to help you bring your bags upstairs, and everything is like smooth.
Right.
You think any of that shit is by accident?
Right.
When you go to a place like Chick-fil-A and every time you finish making your order, they say, "My pleasure." You think any of that shit is by accident? When you go to a steakhouse and they always remember to ask you, how do you want your steak cooked, sir?
Right.
You think any of that, bro, when you order a steak, in a few minutes later, they bring you a steak knife. You guys, this is what you don't understand. Like, a lot of you motherfuckers is just going through life bouncing around like a fucking like it's nothing. Like you don't realize or notice anything about the details of life. And because you don't understand those details, you don't understand how to create it in your own life. And that's a part of the reason why women take advantage of you. That's a part of the reason why women disrespect you. That's a part of the reason why you have so much trouble in the fucking dating game. Because you have no idea of what is required to create a consistent fucking life.
Right.
And then when you don't understand that type of consistency, you don't understand value. So you don't understand the value in yourself. So you don't understand why we're telling you only deal with high interest women who will drive the hour to come see you. What do you mean, Locario and Miles? That's crazy. I'm leaving so much pussy on the table, bro. I mean, what if I just meet her halfway, and then I wear through her last minute resistance, bro? Why don't I just do that?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what, bro. This level of consistency, this thing that I do on a daily basis. I mean, shit, just the way that I learned how to fucking shave my head in the shower to keep my fucking baldy fresh. So when I get on the fucking camera, I look a certain way every single time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think this is?
Right.
And then a bitch is supposed to get that shit for free?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how niggas be, rolling out the red carpet, fucking, buying a woman flowers, courting her, doing all this goofy shit. And it's like, bruh, are you insane? Like, the chick gotta put in work. Because it's the thing. If you're that guy, if you're that dude, right? Understand how much value you bring to her life. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, the value of consistency is so fucking ridiculous. Think about it like this, right? And I use McDonald's, but think about like a world renowned hotel, like the Hilton or the Marriott or Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
We have some people who they only stay at the Marriott.
Right.
No matter where they go in the fucking world, they only stay at the Marriott.
Mm-hmm.
You got some people, they only fly American Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where they go in the world, they only fly American Airlines. That means American Airlines, when it comes to flying, American Airlines gets all their money.
Mm-hmm.
Their entire flying budget goes to American Airlines.
Right.
Or their entire hotel budget goes to, Hilton or the Marriott. Or why the fuck do you think that is? It's called consistency.
Right.
I know I know the level of quality that I'm going to get when I go to the Marriott or to the Hilton or to the Holiday Inn. And no matter where in the world I go to, I gotta find me a fucking Hilton.
Bro, you know what's so crazy about consistency? So there's a coffee shop I go to.
Bro.
And sometimes when I'm walking to the coffee shop, the workers see me about to walk in and they already put my coffee and my croissant together before I even get to the counter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, there was one time where there's a croissant that I like, and there was one left. And the dude said, I knew you was coming. So I put it to the side. So when you see what I'm saying? Bro, it's the consistency. You see what I'm saying?
And why were they so consistent with you? Because you are so consistent with them.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
And a bitch is supposed to get this for free just because she look good?
That's what I'm saying.
And she's not respecting the game. She's being inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
She's flaking. She's telling you, oh, I gotta hang out with my girls. Can we do this another day?
Right, exactly. Like, what?
What?
It's like, no.
And I said this the other day on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Consistency could have a bitch fall in love with you, and all you do is give her dick.
Exactly.
But the fact that you show up when you say you're going to show up and the quality of dick that you give her is consistent, she is just all about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because even she may have a fucking boyfriend and you the side nigga.
Right.
But she fuck with you more simply because of your consistency.
Right.
Because her main nigga don't do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, this is what I'm trying to... Bro, y'all don't understand. This is why we tell y'all, go get the master the vetting process video.
Mm.
You guys need to understand the value of consistency.
Exactly.
You need to understand this. And when you understand the true value of these type of things, and guess what? God, nature, and the universe, whatever you subscribe to, set it up that the consistency and logic and all those beautiful things are bestowed on a fucking man.
Exactly.
This is why we are the closest thing to God.
Mm-hmm.
This is why, whether or not society and social media wants to admit it, the man is the fucking prize. And notice I said the man.
Mm-hmm. That's fact.
Not the males. The males are just as inconsistent as the bitches.
Right. Exactly. That's why a lot of dudes have a hard time attracting women, is because you're already inconsistent on the approach. Like, so you're talking to a woman and you're saying shit that's not even you. You stole some line from some nigga. You trying to look like another motherfucker. You act this way in public and then act that way in private. Like, you're all over the place.
But check this out. Check this out. The fucking mind fuck of what you guys consider rejection
that
is you being inconsistent.
Right.
Because a consistent man, a nigga with game, he don't give a fuck which bitch say no.
Exactly.
Because if I have a consistent mind, I'm clearly only focused on what it is I want.
Right.
So I'm going through bitch after bitch after bitch after bitch until I find what I want. None of those women that said no do I even count.
Right.
Because my mind is literally so consistent.
Mm-hmm.
What happens to the average nigga? He gets dressed for the first time in months or maybe years. He puts on a clean fucking shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a fucking haircut. And then he feels good about himself.
Right.
Then he feels good because he's motivated, right? He goes out, he talks to the first fucking woman he sees. And she's like, no, I'm not interested. I have a boyfriend.
Right.
And what does his inconsistent mind do? Oh, man, these bitches, man. You know, I don't like how I feel right now, man. I just got rejected, bro. You know, shit. Man, fuck that, man. I'm going to go back home, bro, because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's inconsistency. That's a lack of consistency.
Right.
You know what the player going to do? The player's looking at it like, consistently speaking, I'm after something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I have a focus. I have a goal.
Right.
So I don't give a fuck about which bitch is saying no, or I don't care about all of that stuff. I'm just focused on my goal.
Right.
And my consistent mind is going to keep me going.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I tell niggas, motivation is feminine. Consistency is masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Because motivation is fleeting.
Right.
Motivation makes you feel good in the moment to go do what you do. But consistency is when it's raining, when you would rather stay in bed, when you feeling all these different feelings, and then you still get your ass up and go do it anyway.
Exactly.
That's what consistency is.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is when you do it without motivation.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Matter of fact, I want to tell y'all, any motherfucker out there preaching motivation, that ain't anybody you should follow. That's nobody you should follow. Unless they talk about discipline or consistency or identity for that matter. Because this is what is under the pillars of the masculine identity. Because when you pull out your ID, the information is the same every time.
Right.
No matter how I'm feeling, when I pull out my ID card, it's going to say Miles Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how I feel. This is what we're talking about. This is the power of fucking consistency.
Mm-hmm. It's real shit. Guys, call up 844-672-7300 to get this game. 844-672-7300. Guys, call up. You feel what I'm saying? If you got a question, put a Q in the chat and we'll get to the questions. But call up, get this shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get that going. Let me see what some of these questions are saying. It says, I remember you once talked with a caller about a sex party. Do you have a program or a podcast on how to navigate one? And would that give men deeper insight on women? No, I don't have no program on that. But this is the thing, though. Most of y'all are not even going to be going to no sex parties anytime soon. So y'all need to have sex first. with a woman, you know what I'm saying? And then because, that's something I would talk about more so in a consultation. If you needed like a specific consultation about that type of shit, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? But most dudes ain't really, you know what I'm saying? They're not really gonna even be in that situation in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of cats ain't built for that just yet.
Right. Exactly. Says, would you say Steph Curry's situation is more about the pitfalls of monogamy itself or a lack of proper vetting before committing to a woman long term? Well, this is the thing you got to understand is that, and I was going to do a video about this later, and I saw my dude Caleb Jones did a video about this, but basically, like, see, monogamy, there's nothing wrong. Let's see this call. We'll get back to this.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. That was me just checking it.
Okay. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with monogamy if that's what you truly want to do. The problem is that monogamy, like objectively is difficult because it's not natural. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what people don't really, understand is that it's actually not natural. So let's say for someone like Steph Curry's situation, right? Aisha Curry, right? Either one or both of them are tired of fucking each other. You understand what I'm saying? If they're only fucking each other. Now, see this. Right. If you usually what'll happen is this: is that if you've had limited sexual, people that you fucked with, like you've had a limited amount of people, or in your situation, you haven't really had anything going on. So let's say Steph Curry and Aisha Curry does some shit on the side that we don't know. Mm-hmm. Then, you know what I'm saying? It could probably work out later on and down the line. But if it's just her and him for how long they've been together, for like 20 some years or some shit, you understand what I'm saying? A lot of times what happens is that in those situations, right, you feel like it feels stagnant. This is why Aisha Curry is on these shows, talking about she wants attention from other men. She's acting that way because that's actually natural. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Steph Curry probably is feeling the same way, but he's a little bit more quiet about it. You understand? Because he has to keep that image up, whatever it is like that. But the thing at the end of the day, when it comes to like, this thing with the monogamy thing, it's just not natural. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you're doing monogamy, you are purposely participating in something unnatural, which means that you have to try really hard to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of shit. I said the same people who champion monogamy are the same individuals who cheat. Oftentimes, the so-called monogamous relationships are littered with non-monogamous people who don't want to live their truth. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because if monogamy was like the thing, you wouldn't have so much cheating. It'd just be like, hey, we're monogamous and that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? Which is funny though, because it's like, and what I find funny about this topic is that no one is actually monogamous, because in order to be monogamous, that means that you're just with one person. That's it. And until you die. And then if they die, you're not with anybody else. Right. That's one. But two, also what happens is that everybody's sharing. Mm-hmm. Like that's literally what dating is. Dating is non-monogamy. Dating is non-monogamous action. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that when it comes to people trying to be monogamous, it's very difficult because, again, like I said, they're trying to do some unnatural type of shit. It just is what it is. Go
back to that Steph Curry question real quick.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
So he said, would you say Steph Curry's situation is more about the pitfalls of monogamy itself or a lack of proper vetting before committing to a woman long term? So I would say it's a lack of, I would say for Steph Curry's situation, I would say to some extent it's a lack of proper vetting. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is because based on what we know of the stories that, the things she said on the podcast about how she thought he was going to be a high school basketball coach.
Right.
Like she had no idea of what he was to become.
Right.
So she didn't understand the magnitude of what she was getting into, which is a lack of vetting.
Right.
You understand? And so this is why even again, when guys go to shoplocario.com and get the Master the Vetting Process program, get it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just to not just about fucking with bitches, but about making life decisions.
Right.
In general, right? But excuse me, Steph Curry didn't even understand.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't understand himself.
Right.
He didn't understand his own value. Because look, for me personally, and again, hindsight is always 20/20. And I understood he was young. He was probably in love, because, Aisha Curry's a cute chick. You know what I'm saying? And, he's light skinned. She's light skinned. And he probably figured, well, and my parents are married. Maybe I should just go ahead and.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, no, what I know now, Aisha would have had to earn that situation.
Right.
Like, I would not have married her.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, she would have been, she would have been my girlfriend for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? She would have been my girl for a long time. And then she would have to fucking deal with like my stardom and my fame and possibly seeing me fuck with other bitches being that I'm, going through all these cities and shit.
Right.
She would have to see that and deal with that. And at the end of all of that, she would still have to be like, I still choose you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. I still want you, Steph Curry. I want you.
Right.
When you done with all them other bitches, or when you done with, being the greatest fucking basketball player in the world, I'm waiting for you to choose me. And I know that don't see, because any chick that you ask on a podcast would be like, wait for who? Fuck, Steph Curry ain't shit. What the fuck?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Cool. You can leave.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, knowing what I know, if I'm Steph Curry in that situation, she would have to hang on for dear fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Until I'm good and ready.
Right.
For my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Or to promise her anything. You see what I'm saying? Like knowing what I know now about the game, this is why I would never be able to marry anyone. Because I don't know what woman deserves a till death promise like that.
Right. I feel like they need to change the vows of marriage. It should be, do you want to be with this person until you don't want to be with them no more, or until somebody fucks up? Like it gotta be something else. They gotta change the vows. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, how am I supposed to? I'm supposed to get on one knee and promise you that I'ma only fuck with you until I die, no matter what you do.
Right. What? Exactly. Like, what are we talking about? That's what I'm saying.
I can't see it.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
I'm a believer in the freedom of getting up every day and choosing who I choose.
Exactly.
That's what I believe in.
Right. That's why I said every day's a new day.
Every day is a new day.
A new day. So,
every day is a new day for a man. Every day, I swear.
Right. It's like yes, we've built consistency, but don't think that tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? This whole shit could, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit could get chopped right now. Like, don't think, and that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of motherfuckers, you know what happens is a lot of people, men and women, they get so comfortable, they just be like, oh yeah, you're gonna be here tomorrow. Whatever. And I could just, and nope.
And that's what I'm saying about manhood. See, women and children they have the luxury of comfortability.
Yes.
But that's because it's being facilitated by a man.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who don't have the comfortability of comfortability?
Right, exactly.
A man.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's a fact.
A man can never be comfortable. Are you dumb?
Mm-hmm.
And any woman in your life trying to lull you to sleep to make you, but just trust me, baby.
Right.
She don't respect you.
Mm-hmm.
She don't respect you.
Shout out to Mr. Jesse. Said, "Till death do us part" only worked like that back when women were property. Right?
Yeah, and he's correct, because what was really being said was that because you are my property / responsibility, I vow to to give you that service and that consistency till I die, because you are my property / responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But see, these days, because women can make their own money and they actually give women a platform to speak, it's not the same deal.
Right.
It's really not the same deal, because now if I was to refer to a woman as property, I'm looked at as chauvinistic and misogynistic and all this other dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not the same deal.
Right. That is real shit.
Well, man, which woman actually deserves that type of promise, and she don't want to be my property? She don't want to be my responsibility and give me full authority.
Right.
What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And this is why a man, a rich man, or a man that can manage it should and could have multiple women.
Right.
Because if I have enough resources to actually effectively be responsible for multiple women, then by all means, I can make that till death promise to multiple people.
Right.
This is why in so many countries men have many wives and things like that. Shout out to Akon, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can effectively make that promise to multiple women. Like, look, I'm willing to get to be that rock, to provide that service, and to give you that promise until I die, because you are my responsibility.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Justin says, "Nah, Miles, just come to the dark side of the forest. They love being property over here." I feel you. Man, I might have to, bro. I might have to start. I might have to start that BDSM shit like heavy, bro. Shit.
So Dynamic said, and the way to determine high interest is to instruct her to do something for you. Well, yes, that's one of the things is that you. So this is the thing: a woman has to respond to what you're saying, because what it's saying is that she has high interest in you, because she's doing what you say, because she wants to benefit by being with you. So meaning she's like, I can only be with this guy if I follow him. Right. So whatever he wants me to do, I'm doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is that she's cooperating with you because she's putting that trust in you. She's like, okay, this is a man. He has a direction. He already has a structure. I'm interested in him, so I'm following his situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like at a job. Like you go to a job, you want to get hired. The job says, this is the job. You got to do this. The person says, okay, yes, I'm going to do that, and that, because I want to keep the job. I want to be here. That's how it works.
So, real quick, shout out to Charlie Kiefer. He sent the 20 to the PayPal, so appreciate you, Charlie Kiefer.
It says,
real quick, guys, the phone lines are open, 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. I know we spitting that game, but if y'all don't call in, we're going to finish up the show early.
Basically. So after these questions, we're going to finish it up. You guys will follow up.
Real talk.
So this says, have you ever rematched with a woman on a dating site after you were unmatched, but y'all ended up hooking up after the second time y'all matched? Yeah, that happened before.
Yeah.
That's happened. You know what I'm saying? That has happened.
Oh, this fucking thing. The window for me to actually answer the call. All right, here it is. Jesus Christ. 570-570. You are on live with Locario and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
This is Charles Kiefer.
What up, Charles?
26 PA. Just sent to the Eye Sox. I hope you guys doing well.
Yeah, you doing all right, man. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You
so
got some
I
game
just
for
want
the
to say
people?
first off.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, I'm just saying you got some game for the folks. Let's get it.
No, so what it is I just want to call in and say real quick, one, this is a fire ass topic today. So, respect to you coaches, because this is you guys give a lot of a lot of free game, quote unquote, today in the video. But the same thing I want to do is I wanted to make a challenge, and I'm going to do another $1,000 call around Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Christmas is on a Wednesday. So I think you guys do a show on a Monday if you end up doing it, or maybe I'll call around, sometime in that week or whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away, because I wrote down a big topic today, and it's a very deep game, but I'm only going to give it away if 300 people show up to live around Christmas. And also everyone's got to send in $1 in the first 10 minutes. So there's 300 people, and they all got to send in a $1.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
because
come on, man.
I'm starting to get a little bit pissed off with these guys because, you know, you guys have been giving away, you know, because the game is so heavy. It's, you know, you just feel like you want to give it away, and you know, I feel like that sometimes too, you know, because you just feel the love you have for yourself, and you just want to share it, you know.
Right.
That's a fact.
A lot of these guys aren't consistent, and this was a big topic of today, which is about consistency. And a lot of these guys, they just want to show up, and they just want to, you know, as I said, go through the motions, you know. So anyway, I want to see how consistent these fuckers really are, just like I was. And so that's what I'm gonna do. 300 people got to show up, and within the first 10 minutes, those 300 people have to be there, and they each have to send $1, and I'm gonna drop a $1,500 if that happens to Miles and Locario.
All right.
Now, if it doesn't happen, Miles and Locario are gonna get $1,000 each, and I'm not giving away the lesson. So it's up to you guys. Either I'm gonna give away this lesson, or Miles and Locario are just gonna get some more money because I appreciate them, you know, more than you guys know. But the rest of you fuckers, if you don't show up, you don't send that at least $1 for Christmas. Everyone's got a fucking $1.
Facts.
I'm not giving away the game, you know.
Facts.
So
let's get it.
that's what I'm gonna do. So I just want to say that, and
all right. Appreciate that, Charles. Appreciate that, man.
Charlie said, "Put your money where your mouth is, guy."
Yes, sir. All right, man. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you, brother.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We appreciate that shit. That's what's up. Hold on. Where was we with the questions? Okay, you're here. It says, I heard you and Miles say out on air that you are God and I'm God, but don't you realize that if you can say that we are God, then that means you're the devil and Satan also? Absolutely. Yes, that's what that means. So basically, what you got to understand is that you have the yin and yang in you, bro. That's how it is. So anytime, like, for example, anytime when you are hating on someone, that's you being the devil.
It's the devil.
You see what I'm saying? Anytime you're like, man, fuck these bitches, these modern women, I hate these hoes, that's the devil.
Anytime you blame shit on other people, that's the devil.
Exactly. You see?
Yep. Anytime you fall off your consistency, that's the devil. You know what I mean? All right, we got 609. 609, you are on live with Locario Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Rudy. Donated to you, Miles.
Yes, sir. I saw it. What's going on, man?
So, yo, I saw that topic that y'all did on the Real Game No Theory show yesterday about I had the type of friends you have in your life is really going to determine your outcome and shit, or where you're going to end up.
Right.
And, yo, that shit related to me so much, especially when it comes to you guys, because I shit you not. I used to be on that red pill shit, and my best friend, he was already watching Mr. Locario at the time. He was like, yo, bro, fuck that red pill shit. Come watch this nigga, Mr. Locario, you feel me? He'll get you right. And he was like, Mr. Locario says you got to talk to 25 women a day. You could just walk up to a girl and tell her you want to have sex with her. And at first, I was resistant to it. I'm like, you can't do that. You're supposed to wait for chooser signals. I ain't listening to that nigga. Matter of fact, fuck that nigga. These fucking trolls that be calling y'all and shit because I couldn't believe it. How could somebody just say you could walk up to a girl and have sex with her? So what happened was he was following Locario's advice, and this nigga was cracking fucking a different bitch every single week. And meanwhile, I was sitting around waiting for choosing signals, and I wasn't getting shit. So I'm like, clearly these red pill niggas are full of shit. And clearly Mr. Locario's advice is right, because my friend wasn't getting that much ass before he started watching him. So if his advice worked for him, then his advice will work for me.
Right.
So I follow Locario's advice, and I shit you not, the very first time I told a bitch I'm trying to fuck, she was down for it. And when she was down, I'm like, yo, this nigga Locario's the truth. So I say that to say that, yo, who you really do surround yourself is going to determine the course of your life.
Facts. Real talk. Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, and that's why, like, it's like when some of these trolls call in and then they don't understand it, I kind of understand it, because it's kind of hard to relate to you guys when you don't know nobody in your personal life that's experiencing it.
Exactly. Real talk.
Right.
Talk.
Yeah, but man, just want to say, man, glad I found y'all guys now and I actually listened to him and followed the advice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And we're glad you're here too, and we're glad you get in the game and receiving it, man, for real.
Yeah, no problem. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. That's all I have to say.
Appreciate it, Rudy. You have a good one, bro. Have a great week, man. Be productive, all right? Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right. Let me see where we at with this. The questions. Hold on. We was here. Oh yeah, we did that one. I said, "What's the new Bad Boy membership video?" I don't even know yet. I gotta figure that out. So you'll know in the next few days and shit. Says I do different things when approaching women and get the number, but don't know what I do to get them. What? You sound like you need some coaching because you sound like you're confused about some shit. So hit us up with some coaching. Says if a woman comes to you on a first date, is there any point where you have to come to her after that? You don't have to come to her. You can go to where she's at a certain point if you want to. You understand what I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying is the main thing you got to focus on is her following your lead. So it's not like you can't ever go to where the woman is at, but that comes after the tone has already been set, that she understands that she has to put in work to get you and to see you and to make shit happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It says, if a woman have to put in work, then why do you disagree that women should do at least 50% of the approaching?
Hold on to that. Yeah. All right. 407. You're on live with Locario Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
What's going on? It's Rich from Florida.
All right. I see the Cash App. Yes, sir.
All right. That's what's up.
I just wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think it's like a bad idea to try to change, say like a woman from your past, try to change her perception of you kind of by being direct, or do you think that's like effective?
Wait, what? What do you mean by change her perception of you? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I only say change her perception of me because in a conversation we had, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were on this type of time. I didn't know you were on this type of energy." As far as like, you know, I invited her over to the pad or whatever, you know what I'm saying, type thing. So
you said it was a girl from your past. So what happened in the past?
Just I've been knowing her for a little while, and I moved away
what's a little
from
while?
where I
What's
live
a little
now.
while?
And
Caller.
I would come home like maybe
Caller.
every couple of years. Yo.
Don't make me hang up on you, sir. When you hear me say caller, just chill, okay?
Okay.
We know how to do this, okay? So I need you to be a little bit more definitive. All of that, I knew her for a while. Shit, no. How long did you know the girl? Please.
Probably 10 years, something like that.
10 years. And so, where do you know her from?
You knew this girl for 10 years. She was in your friend circle?
Nah, not even nothing like that. We just went to school together. I never really talked to her in that capacity before.
Classmate, okay. And you was always too afraid to say something to her, correct?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, thank you. All right. Which is, you see how y'all niggas use these evasive words because you don't want to admit that that basically the bitch got you scared?
Right. So how did you get into contact with her after the fact? Like, when did y'all start talking again from school?
Like I said, I moved away from where I live, and basically I just would come back home to see my family every once in a while. And I hit her up like, "Hey, let's do something, let's go out," or some shit like that. So we would hang out a couple of times.
And do what? What'd y'all do when y'all hung out?
Shit, I think we went to go eat one time. We went to like a little arcade joint. And when did this happen? Actors and shit like that.
Yeah, when did this happen?
Probably over the course of like 5 years, so like kind of maybe a year or two in between some of them.
No, I'm saying when you so over the course of 5 years, how many times did y'all go out and hang out?
Like 3 times, 4 times, something like that.
And you never had sex with her?
Nah.
Okay, so why? So all the times you wanted to, did you try? And did you try and she rejected you, or did you not try at all?
Nah, I didn't try at all. I really didn't even know how to go about that at the time.
Bruh. So now, when did you tell her that you wanted to hook up her? When did this happen?
This was like last week, like maybe.
And what'd you say to her?
Something like that.
What'd you say to her?
Say it again.
What'd you say?
I said something along. I put something on my Instagram story about some food. She was like, "Oh, but can you make that though?" And I was like, "You need to come over here and find out."
What? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. No. Wait. Get to the part where you said something about sex.
Okay. So the way I put it was like, I was like something about, oh, you had on these pants that was hugging your body, and you could come over and you just be you and I'll be the pants, type shit like that.
Okay, so what'd she say to that?
She was like, "Oh, I'm intrigued or whatever," but I don't know, just talking about celibacy and shit like that.
She's talking about celibacy. Fam, you know you're not getting the pussy, right? You know that, right?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's dead now, but
no, it's been dead.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
I feel like at least I'm like on her mind though now in a different way, or at least.
No, you're not. What do you?
My nigga, you see this is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning of the show. Right. Y'all niggas think that just because blah, 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 that she has some type of interest in you. No.
Wait, caller. I'm curious. What makes you think that she sees you a different way?
I mean, that's what she said in the conversation. She said, I'm interested or whatever, but blah, blah, blah.
No.
What?
No, stop. She said she was intrigued, not interested.
Okay.
Because then she started telling you about celibacy, nigga.
Right.
Yo, caller. Listen, I know you called in today and you sent in a donation, but I'm gonna need you to stop lying to yourself, because don't think you can lie to us just because you love to lie to yourself.
Right. So I'm saying, like, come on, man.
Because you,
I was trying to get this game, man.
No. Well, listen, game is honest.
Mm-hmm.
Game is true. Real. Game is honest and game is true. Game don't sound the same to lying ass motherfuckers. You hear me?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So caller, this is the thing you got to understand, right? Is that, see, your question was, can you change her perception of you, right?
Right.
Right. The answer is no, because this is what you got to understand. So this is what you guys have to understand, right? Once you've already created a scenario between you and a woman where she sees you a certain way, that's how she sees you. You understand what I'm saying? So you're still the guy in high school or whatever. You're still the guy taking her out multiple times within 5 years. You're still that guy who's scared to make a move. You're still that guy. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she said something about being celibate, right? So if you're trying to smash, why and she wants to have sex with you, why would she mention anything about being celibate?
No, she wouldn't.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to tell you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you think that this girl wants to smash? Like, I don't understand. Like, what makes you think this? Because she said she intrigued.
I feel like it's gonna happen.
What? No, this is great. I need to know. This is amazing. I'm intrigued now. I'm like, wow, this is what makes you think it's gonna happen? I'm dead serious. What makes you think this is gonna happen? Please give me a logical explanation of what makes you think this is gonna happen.
I just feel like she was attracted to me before, just she was waiting for me to make a move.
Caller, what makes you think she was sexually attracted to you before?
Just the vibe that I got from when we were out and shit like that.
Like, what'd she do that made you think this? Tell us.
I couldn't tell you anything specific, to be honest. That was like a couple years ago.
But then if you can't tell anything specific, then that means there was nothing that happened. So Cole, let me explain. Okay, so now I'll give you an example.
Wishful thinking. It's called wishful thinking.
Right. So I'll give you an example.
You ever have a woman that's like kind of, lurking around like your Instagram or something? Say you post a story or I don't know, maybe maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Caller, it's okay. It's all right. Let Locario speak.
Caller, yes, it's called an attention whore. So what I'm saying is that when a woman, I'll give you an example. So if I say to you, caller, hey, I had a chick that I was kicking it with, and I could tell that she wanted to have sex with me. And he said, well, Locario, how? I'm going to say, okay, so what happened was I was just having a conversation, and she kept staring at me, smiling, and then she grabbed my dick and said she wanted me to go in the back closet and fuck her. Now, has anything like that happened to you with this girl?
No.
So she's never grabbed your nuts. She's never grabbed you in a sexual manner.
No.
She's never said out her mouth anything about her wanting to have sex with you.
No.
Has she ever tried to kiss you in the mouth?
No.
Okay, so tell us, what part is making you think that she wants to have sex with you?
10 years?
What part? We're still waiting. I'm trying to learn. Which part makes you think just because she hang out with you, she want to fuck?
You think because she wait, real quick. You think because she hang out with you and let you pay for everything that she want to fuck? Because I know you paid for everything. Don't even lie and say she pulled out her fucking
I'm not
purse.
gonna lie.
She never
I'm
pulled
not
out
gonna
her
lie.
purse,
I mean,
nigga.
I'm almost positive I paid for everything. I'm sure she might have offered to pay for something.
My nigga, I don't know you. You just calling up today. How the fuck do I know that she never paid for nothing? How do I know?
So, Carl, this is what we're trying to tell you, fam.
Oh, all right. I mean, so then I guess then, like you said, if she's just somebody else looking for attention, maybe I make myself out to be somebody that look like they're gonna give you that attention.
No, you have. It's already done. Caller, you've been doing it.
Okay. That's what you're saying.
10 years.
With all the other dates and shit over time.
Yeah, so Caller, this is what I want you to understand, right? See, I could have told you 5 years ago she didn't want to fuck you. Because this is what you're not understanding.
So something that she said though too. She said if I would have said something like that 2 or 3 years ago, she would have been on that type of time. But now she's in a different space. All that all that shit that girls don't.
Nope. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you this way, right? So, what happens is that your behavior, right, gives her a certain view of who you are or who she thinks you are. Now, what happens is once she thinks you're that guy, her vagina's close to you forever. Now, the only exception would be, and this is the key part, the only exception would be is either you've changed or she's changed. So what I mean by that is this. Let's say you haven't talked to this woman in like 7 years. And let's say that you've become like, way more confident, way more smooth, you're just doing your thing or whatever. And now she randomly runs into you, right? And then she's like, wow, he's super attractive now. And now you holler at her and trying to make something happen, right? Then in that case, it could work. Or let's say you stay the exact same. And now she changes, meaning that she's tired of getting fucked and chucked by all the alpha males. And she sees you and says, oh, that's the guy that's been taking me out for the past 5 years and paying for everything. I want him now because I need a sucker that's going to me and give me attention. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that that's the only way. And what I'm saying is that you are not the guy who's changed because you're still the guy trying to get with her for the past 10 years. Does that make sense?
So going back to the question in the beginning, right? So it sounds, I mean, yeah, because y'all see, like, trying to spin back on a chick from before is always going to be a bad idea, basically.
Listen. This is what your question should have been, and this is what your question actually was.
Okay.
Can wishful thinking get me the pussy? That was your real question,
right? Basically,
can wishful thinking for the last 10 years? Can that get me the pussy? That's what she was really asking, homie.
All right, that's fair.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this.
What's up?
On your scale of 1 to 10, how bad is she though? Be honest.
Man, probably like a 7. She's not even crazy like that.
7? No, you can't be serious. Y'all motherfuckers be.
I can't stand y'all niggas, bro. I can't stand y'all niggas. See, bro, you supposed to say she's a 12.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I want to keep it real though. What you mean?
But damn, y'all niggas. So she's like a regular chick, and you've been.
So my nigga, no. Listen, I want you to understand what you've done for the last 10 years. You've been wishful thinking over a 7 for the last 10 years.
I mean, I was in a relationship for like 4 years.
I don't care.
Not too long ago.
I don't care. This bitch, a 7 took rent in your brain for free for the last 10 fucking years. A 7, my nigga. And rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. We don't use 7s over here. So it's either she's an 8 or a 6. She's
Y'all niggas is wild out here.
So I'm thinking about it. So it's like an ego thing, then me trying to spin back and assuming I could change the way somebody think about me. It's kind of me, feeling like maybe I'm a little bit more confident. Maybe I am a little bit more this, that, whatever.
No. Let me explain something to you. Caller, let me explain something to you. Let me tell you where you lost at. Let me tell you where you absolutely lost at. When you said trying to change the way someone thinks of me.
Right.
That's where
because the only reason I framed the question that way is because she said I'd never thought of you that way.
But bro, she's telling you she never thought of you that way, which means I was never sexually attracted to you. Do you not understand that?
So I'm giving her the opportunity to experience that.
Bro, but caller. Okay, caller. Name me a food that you hate, that you can't, it tastes terrible.
Like radish. What is it? Radishes or beets or something.
Okay, now, are you going to like beets next year or in 5 years or in 10 years, or you just don't like beets?
Nah, I don't like beets.
Exactly. So that's what she's saying. She's saying I've never. Basically, you thought that her saying I never thought of you that way meant that she has somehow changed her mind to think about you that way. No, her saying I've never thought of you that way means I don't think of you that way because I was never attracted to you like that. That's what that means. You see what I'm saying? So you just misinterpreted what she. And this is the thing, caller. See. If you actually changed, if you were more confident now, guess what would have happened? You wouldn't even be thinking about this woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the reason why you wouldn't be thinking about this woman, because the man who was thinking about that woman wouldn't even exist anymore. Does that make sense? So you would actually say to yourself, you know what? She was right for not fucking me. Because I was a loser back then when I was spending all this money taking her out on a bunch of dates. She was right.
Yeah. Okay. Now go ahead. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You would, if you were actually confident and had game, right at this moment, you would be like, yo, she was right to not fuck me. I was a loser. So let me move on and do what I gotta do to get shit cracking for me right now. Like I'm not even thinking about her. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to tell you, fam.
I hear you. I didn't know how to handle that back then. I was trying to handle that now.
Right.
I hear what y'all saying though, because if it's occupying that kind of time, then maybe I haven't changed as much as I thought.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. So caller. So yeah, hit us up for some coaching on the back end, man. You definitely need it. Jesus Christ, this is like crazy. Oh my God.
All right.
Hey,
appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Call, appreciate you for calling in, man. Thanks for being a good sport, and good luck to you. All right, but we hope to be speaking to you soon on a coaching call for real.
Yeah.
And hit up Locario. You got to talk to Locario.
Yeah, and don't mention this woman if we do a coaching call.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, peace, brother. Take it easy. All right, I'm gonna kill the lines. We'll finish the questions, and then.
Cool. So let's see. Where was we at with the questions? So Steve DeLine said, if women have to put in work, then why do you disagree that women should do at least 50% of the approaching? Even one of your followers said he approached 300 women and got no results. Steve DeLine is the worst. So We always say that a woman approaching you means nothing. Why? Because she has to follow your lead anyway. So you guys worrying about a woman approaching is ridiculous. And her putting in work is not her approaching you. Her putting in work is following your lead. That's what her putting in work is. And also you said one of your followers said he approached 300 women and got no results. Well, he needs coaching. So just because motherfuckers follow us, that don't mean they getting coaching. They need coaching. You feel what I'm saying? That's what happens. It says, you're talking about consistency, but I like to change things up every once in a while. Is that bad? I'm talking about life in general. Well, this is the thing. Changing shit up is not a bad thing, right? But what we're talking about when you are leading and managing women, you have to have structure, though. You understand what I'm saying? So you can change little things up within a particular situation, but there still has to be a basis of structure. You understand what I'm saying? Just like even at McDonald's sometimes will have some new fucking thing, some special thing they're doing for a month. That's them switching it up, but they still have the consistency of all the other products that they have there all the time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So that's the thing. Phoenix says, when you say monogamy is unnatural, can a man be his natural self in an unnatural situation like monogamous relationship, or is he just suppressing who he is the entire time? Yeah, usually what happens is he's suppressing who he is. This is the funny part about monogamy and shit, right? See, a lot of people think that, for example, they think women are really good at being committed and not cheating, and all these guys want to cheat and fuck all these women, and these mature women, they're the real ones who can commit and stay in the situation and not be like you immature men, you immature fucking guys, right? No, this is what happens. The reason why it seems like, because women cheat too, but the reason why the perception is that men cheat a lot and women don't, or women will stay and be committed and all this other stuff, and they have an easier time not cheating, it's because psychologically, right, women know they have access to sex whenever.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? And also what women do is they trade in the access to sex for security from a man. What happens is that this is why it seems like it's easier for a woman to not fuck other guys, even though they may want to, because they say, well, my husband or the guy that I'm fucking with or the guy that I'm with, he's not going to like me fucking other guys. And if I fuck other guys, then I'm going to lose this security that I have with this guy. And then the reason why it's easy for her to not fuck other guys is because she knows that if anything goes down, where let's say they broke up, she can get sex like this in 24 hours. You understand what I'm saying? See, it's the same thing. Like, guys, I even use myself as an example. Because it's easy for me to get sex, right? It's a different feeling and energy dealing with women because I know it's easy for me to get sex. You understand? It's not the same. The thirstiness is not there. So therefore I can, there's times where I just, like there's chicks, for example, I said where there's chicks who I think are physically attractive that I wouldn't fuck or I haven't fucked because they said or did something that turned me off. And I was like, I don't need this shit. You understand? But that's because I have an abundance of sex. Women are the same way. Women have an abundance of sex. So therefore, it's easier for them to not cheat because they can always get it. For a man generally doesn't have an abundance of sex. So what happens is that when he gets the quote unquote opportunity to fuck, he's like, okay, well, I got to fuck this chick because when's the next time I'm going to get some pussy right here that's in my face? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's that type of shit. And also the woman is trading in the sexual access for the other guys for security with this one man. That's how it works. So it's not that she's better at being monogamous. It's that she has more incentive to be monogamous, and it's easier for her because she knows that she is still sexually desired. Because even if you're not having sex, if you're not actually in the act of having sex, knowing you can get sex still feels just as good as having it. You got to understand this. So a woman being sexually desired, that's already taken care of for her psychologically. See, for a woman wants security and consistency. She wants a guy who gives a shit about her. That's more important. That's why a lot of times women be like, oh, these guys just want to fuck. And I'm not just trying to fuck. It's not that women don't want to fuck. It's they know they can fuck easily. So fucking it essentially is meaningless to them in the grand scheme of things because they can always get sex. That's why the woman in the relationship can say, you know, I'm not in the mood tonight, because she knows psychologically, not only could I fuck my husband whenever I want, I could fuck his friends. I could fuck the guys down the street. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to her. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? That's how it goes down.
Facts.
It's crazy. So it says, you spoke on falling back on a chick when she's inconsistent. What made you recognize that was the best course of action for that? Well, the program. Guys, understand, when you have a program and the way you do things, it's almost like you don't even need to think. You just go like, so my program says if a chick does this, I do that. So then when the chick does that, you just do that. Oh, so she's not following my lead, I withdraw my attention. You see what I'm saying? It's that simple. And then once she sees that you're withdrawing the attention, because remember the consistency was there of me giving her attention, then she's like, oh shit, something's wrong. I gotta go back to this dude before I lose this shit. And that also shows you her interest level, and it's testing her to see her response to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that. Says, I'm curious, how could Steph Curry be so focused on himself and great at basketball, but he is not with a woman who is focused on him? Well, again, that's the thing about being an on point dude. If you're really on point, what happens is that you are in all areas of your life making sure shit is on point.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. It says, how long should a first date be? I usually say, 45 minutes to an hour tops in most cases. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Where we at now? It says, y'all talk about finding women with high interest, but what if a man is a virgin? Would that apply to him as well? Because that would mean no woman has had high interest to sleep with him. Well, that's because he's not actually putting himself out there. You see what I'm saying? He hasn't had sex because he most likely hasn't actually really been doing anything. So it's him. He needs to just take action. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Last question. What's your view on smashing a girl in your gym?
If you're asking this question, do not say anything to any women at your gym.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy. So yeah, and you need coaching, whoever that is. So hit us up for some coaching. You know what I'm saying? Man. Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking. He said having sexual access is actually quite powerful and gives you a sense of freedom that the average person doesn't have. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. All right. So guys, that's pretty much it. We supposed to say options, sexual options. Right. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys, I should say, what's today? Today's Monday. So yeah, tomorrow me and Steve are going to be doing a show. Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, CunninghamElements.com, MasculineIdentityMembership.com, and BadBoyMembership.com. Anything else you want to say, Miles, before we get up out of here?
Guys, go to Cunningham Elements and get your order so you can get your sample of the eau de parfum, the masculine identity eau de parfum. We have some upgraded soaps, man. We got the lavender, the rose, and the lemon mint. So make sure you come through, get your order. And we appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody that called in. And guys, I'm so serious. Go to shoplocario.com.
Thanks.
Get the Master the Vetting Process video, or get on the Bad Boy membership so you can get access to the How to Design Your Program video and the original vetting process video.
Right.
You understand? You got it's super required reading. Like it's required. It's a prerequisite at this point.
Exactly.
And because we're in a time where there's so many other distractions, and it's hard for the average dude to know who the fuck he is. Exactly. And that's making it so tough for most dudes. So guys, we got the information here for you. Go to shoplocario.com and get the information. And whoever's on the Masculine Identity membership, I will see you tonight. All right. So yeah.
All right, people. So that's pretty much it. We out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go